So I think the big things are have a great sign so that people can see it. Having like a decent website, I think is important.
Getting on the maps, talking to other RV parks, and starting to spread the word as fast as you can. And then try to get your reviews, because of course Google sees you more when you have a lot of reviews.
What you guys are doing like for your marketing, and how do you guys go about like marketing? Because you touched about it a little bit, word of mouth, and like obviously having your people have good experiences. But what other kind of things are you doing for marketing?
You know, early on we were open to anything. We have a website, but we didn't like get some super expensive website. We had a kid who did a good job, but we knew we could spend $10,000-$20,000 on an excellent website, and we knew about this kid that said he was doing them, and like, okay, we hired him. He made us a good looking website. But mostly it was putting him on, getting on the maps, talking to other RV parks, and starting to spread the word as fast as you can. And then try to get your reviews, because of course Google sees you more when you have a lot of reviews and get
Google
action.
likes it when you use their stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But you guys didn't do any type of like paid marketing, like I don't know, like I think they have like Google pay-per-clicks I tried Yelp for a month. It was like $300, and I can't. I mean, Yelp just called me yesterday and said, "Oh, we see that you had a lot more clicks and all this stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, but it just didn't result in any more business." Like, that's fine. You might be right, but it didn't matter. After a month, we're like, I can't see any uptick in business. So I think I did try a Google click campaign, which was interesting, and that wasn't bad. But I can't say I wasn't so convinced that I kept doing it. I haven't needed to, but I'm open to it, and I'd like to learn Google more, because like right now, being transparent, like, oh, we have 3 or 4 spots, it'd be good to fill them up. Yeah.
It's worth spending $100 or $200 on Google if it drives more people your way and you get filled up faster. So cost of doing business.
Yeah, I've learned it's tricky. I mean, obviously the best things have been word of mouth, visibility, physical visibility, to be having like a great. So I think the big things are have a great sign so that people can see it.
Right.
And then like the look of your park from the outside, so that way they get a good first impression.
Right.
Having like a decent website, I think is important.
Yeah.
And especially if there's a way to where they can do the whole, like you have it set up to where like if for monthlies they probably have to book through you directly, but for booking you have like an online system for like CampSpot for like if they want to book for like a weekend or something, that they have the ability to do that as well.
That's right.
So a way for them to go through the whole process without having to talk to anyone necessarily.
That's right. Yeah.
And then, because I think that really helps, because sometimes people just want to do something in a rush and they don't want to have to make a call, and it just makes things simpler.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, it's great to have the personal touch and talk with someone, but sometimes people just want to do it last minute. They don't want to necessarily talk to someone. They don't want to have the back and forth call. And so having a way for them to do it online is great for the short term.
And I think it's not just so much of like they don't want to talk to somebody. It's more of like they want something quick and easy, guaranteed, and they just know, okay, I've booked a spot, I've paid the money, I can just show up and I'm just set.
Which I mean, they did not pay me to say this, but I can't say enough about CampSpot. They're incredible.
Okay.
They're great.
So I think it's definitely worth like having some type of online, whether it's CampSpot or I think there's Firefly. There's a bunch of them out there. But whatever service, having something like that. So I think I do think a good website is important, just to kind of lay out the basic information so that you avoid a lot of like calls. But I think I haven't had a ton of success yet with any particular like paid campaign yet, but I do agree that those are things worth investing in, especially if if your park is starting to get a little empty. I think I do think it's worth.
Because an empty spot, whatever you charge a month, that's what it's costing you for it to be sitting there with nothing in it. So you got to think about your opportunity cost. So it's worth spending some of that to get someone in there if that works. If it works.